Bluation of metal is a very soft and cloudy effect, okay? So when we're dealing with stuff like that, I would recommend grabbing not even like a filter. I would just recommend where is it? Procedural, I think. Grab a procedural and see if you can get some clouds, something like that in there probably. Let's see if there's anything else in here that looks good. Moisture? No, I don't like that. That's too sharp. Grunge, 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 yeah. This is all harsh stuff down there. Yeah, we want something really soft. Really, really, really soft. So this is what I'm going to go for here. Let's slide you into a fill, I guess. We're just going to put you in the grayscale of fill. And let's see what you get. Let's see what we get here, huh? So this is what my mask looks like. Off the get-go here, we get into some UV seams that are not good. We need to make sure that we're using triplanar projection and not UV projection, okay? Triplanar is going to project it onto the model. UVs is just going to use the UVs, all right? So there we go. This is what our map looks like on that on the blade there. I would say we probably want to tile it a little bit more. So just a touch more maybe. No, that's too much. Let's do like 4. Just kind of like quadruple it. Okay. Still very soft, you know, okay? Don't go crazy with it. Since our stuff is really like in a linear direction here too, I'm getting a lot of repeating effects. So what I'm also going to do is just rotate it a little bit. That way we're getting some slightly different cloud on this model here, okay? All right. Still got some clouds there. Let's turn off the colors. Let's make sure I'm not getting any effects on this just yet. Okay, back to this. I'm actually feeling like I like the blacks more than I like the whites. So what I'm gonna actually do here, I mean, I might be able to change this up. Invert, yeah, there we go, just invert it right there. Now I'm getting more of those more of those blacks in as whites and vice versa, okay? Play around with balance and contrast. You probably don't want things too crazy. A little bit more contrast in there. No, way too much. Chill it out, bro. Chill it out. Okay. That seems good to me. A little soft action in there. Make sure that you're looking at reference for this stuff, obviously. All right. Okay, now we're gonna. Now this bluation's not gonna change the fact that it's metal. It probably won't even change the fact that it's more rough or less rough. It might not. We'll have to take a look and see. Okay. I would say right now we really just need to grab a soft blue. Actually, I would say come over to base color. Make sure that you're grabbing with that base color. Like grab the metal that's already there. And then make your subtle changes to get to that blue. So now I come in here and add a little bit of blue in there. Okay. This is gonna be really hard to see. You just have to kind of play with it. All right, so now I see where it's coming from here. Okay, we're just gonna get a little tiny tints of that in there. I mean, we could play around to see if we're getting some extra roughness from it too. You know, roughness is gonna kind of absorb the color a little bit more there. And now we're getting a little bit of that like darker staining in that metal. Okay, it's pretty vivid colors there. And if you like how it's working there, I'm seeing a wicked seam there. I hope it's not coming from this guy. Something's happening there. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. All right, but that's bluation. If you want more or less of it, just kind of play with the values and get it to do, you know, more stuff. You know, we can lower the balance a little bit more and get more of it in there. And then you'll start to see some of that bluation in the metal. It's going to be really subtle. It's just, it pretty much though is just going to be that extra little touch. Extra little touch of metal. Is there a way to apply a gradient map? You want more blue in on the top or the side? You could do that, yeah. You want different colors in the base color, is what you're saying? You want like a ramp in there?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm asking for. Mainly, I was wondering if just because like since you're already throwing in a black to white gradient map there with clouds too, I was wondering if you could just throw in a gradient map on top of that to give different colors for each of those black and white spectrums to show the heat tempering or whatever it's called.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do that in the mask. What you would want to do is put a ramp in the base color map itself.
Oh, okay. So that's possible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, get something like this. Gradient hue. I'm not sure how much this works. I've never used this guy before. We'll see.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah. There.
Yeah, that's already looking a lot more tempered, actually.
Yep.
Some of the colors shouldn't be there, but yeah, I guess that works right there. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say, yeah, you can do offset a little bit more, maybe. No, that just makes it even more rainbow unicorny. Emphasis on the corny.
I'm assuming I can clamp. No, maybe not clamp's the right word. Like just exclude specific colors on that hue.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You know, right now I'm just upgrading the scale basically, or I'm lowering the scale so it doesn't tile as much. You'll have to come over here to attributes, and I don't even know if that will work. Dynamic stroke mode. Yeah, I don't really know about that one. And right now it's also set to you know, we want it on triplanar there. Now I just can't even see where the heck it is, but I would say if you do like a ramp on this thing, just let it tile once and see if you can exclude that tile. Like kind of whatever colors you don't want to be in there, maybe pull it outside that tile.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any way that you can take a color out though.
I'm seeing a gradient builder under procedurals. That might be it. Let me try.
Oh, here. Yeah, there we go. That may be better. Let's see. Yeah. So now you add colors and you can change it.
Hey, there we go. Cool.
Okay.
That's much better. Cool. Thanks a bunch.
No problem. That's bluation of metal. And well, the super heated tampering. And you can, it looks like you can add and lower how many colors are in there. Right now, yeah, I think I'm just scaling too much on this though. Take that scale down. And should your stuff be should your colors be too powerful or too vivid, what I would recommend you simply do is just lower the opacity of the layer. That should give you more control over that, so you don't have to just kind of play with the whole thing. All right. Temperatures. Temperatures. Okay. I'm gonna lower this just a little bit more. I mean, we can keep it, like I can keep it on there, but I just don't want it to be super crazy clown posse party. Yeah, okay, that's good. We'll work with that. All right, and then last but not least is banding. Okay, we're gonna get some banding on this thing. I'm gonna try to wrap some bandage around this blade and see what we can get from it. Let's see where it takes us here, truthfully. Now we're going to be doing, I'm going to be doing some strokes with this, basically. I'm going to need a, let me check out some materials here to begin with. Let's start with materials, and then I'll move on to smart materials if I don't find anything. You know, I'm going to look for that, the bandaging kind of cloth fabric. Soft denim, no, it's not going to work. Fabric rough. Just see what I kind of have by default here, because I don't know about sweater. That one may be close. It's definitely not bamboo or baseball hat. I need something with some texture to it. Not leather either. Yeah, we definitely need some kind of fabric. Let me check smart materials real quick just to make sure I'm not the gradient builder would not be a multiply because that is going to basically do like color burning on your it's gonna color burn when you do multiply, all right? Just set it to normal for color on the gradient builder. Because then it's gonna put color over what's already there. It's just gonna layer on regularly. If you do multiply, it's basically going to find your darks and your lights on that blade already, and it's going to amplify it even more. So you probably don't want anything like that. Just make it soft and make it just kind of layer over it normally. Multiply is kind of for values, all right? So if you do multiply layers, you know, it's basically you taking blacks and putting them over whites and masking out things, you know. Just like with that blade quenching that I did, or the bluation of the metal, if I wanted to, you know, there's something else that's happening here that's messing with the model. If I wanted, you know, if I wanted the edge wear to be masked out of that, you know, I would say probably I actually want this underneath the wear. That way the wear has more priority over the blade bluing. Okay, but if I wanted to break up some stuff, if I'm just like, wow, I'm getting a lot of clouding in here, I need something else to break that up. I could, you know, I could basically duplicate this guy here. I could put like another fill with a cloud in there. Let's go back to procedurals and just slap this guy in again, or do like smaller clouds like this. Put just another cloud over it. Uh, Change this guy to triplanar. You know, But what I'm gonna do here now is instead of me having this as a regular here, I can set this to multiply. Okay, and now you'll see now that some of my darks from the first cloud are or from the second cloud are masking out some of the stuff from the first cloud. So it's kind of working as just like taking little bits away from that first mask. That's what I would do multiply with is stuff like that.